welcome to the first Blockbuster podcast. I'm your host, Abby.
And Hailey.
And we're going to be talking movies, superhero movies, Star Wars movies, movies that just make a ton of money at the box office.
Or just random movies.
Yeah, like The Danish Girl, for instance.
Ex Machina.
So, Hailey, what kind of movies are you into?
You know, superhero movies are my absolute favorite. But also, Star Wars movies. I like action movies. I like drama movies. I like everything.
For me, I'm definitely a Disney person, but for sure, superheroes, Marvel especially.
Oh, yeah.
We don't hate the DC universe.
We'll get into that later, but...
Yeah, we don't hate the new DC Extended Universe, but right now, the MCU, that's...
Prime.
Yeah, that's the movies we like. Disney movies, I can tell you everything about any Disney movie ever. But it's really funny that I like Disney movies because another movie genre I like are big, crazy action movies. Quentin Tarantino, Inglourious Basterds, Django Unchained. I love those movies so much. It's just kind of funny. My movie taste is very different. So we're going to talk about 2016 this year. We've already seen a bunch of movies, so we're just going to have a recap of all the movies we've seen so far, and then we're going to talk about the upcoming movies and just how we feel about them. So first it's not necessarily a 2016 movie, but we're just going to discuss Star Wars. Spoiler alert if you haven't already seen it, but everyone's seen it.
So sucks to suck.
So what was your first impression of The Force Awakens?
Kylo Ren.
Yes.
Oh, Kylo Ren. I love Kylo Ren. Abby already knows this, but, that movie... It's a great movie, but Kylo Ren was my favorite part of that movie.
Did you like his whining?
I mean...
His temper tantrums?
Those were funny. I thought that was pretty funny. I just like the character. I think he's really interesting.
And we're going to discuss Star Wars in a later episode, but just everything. We love Star Wars so much. I really liked Rey, and I liked Rey and Finn's relationship. Watching it again... they're so, cute together, their friendship and how they evolved throughout the movie. Who do you think Rey's parents are?
I think it's Luke.
Luke?
And some girl. But I think it's definitely Luke, because it would be stupid if it wasn't Luke. It was just some random person.
She can't, I feel like if Luke and Anakin Skywalker was calling some random girl, it wouldn't have significance. As if, she was Luke's daughter, but there's so many things, J.J. Abrams and so many people are alluding to the fact that she's not, and it's really stressing me out, just because...
the whole... I don't know. If the lights... Okay, so, the scene with, the lightsaber in the is it the cantina? I don't know. The Maz Palace.
Yeah.
And the lightsaber, calls to Rey, it called to Anakin and it called to Luke. So I don't know why it would call to somebody who wasn't a Skywalker. I've called to Skywalkers for, the past 2 generations, but now I'm just going to call to this random girl.
Yeah, and she looks like them, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Did you like the mixing of, the original trilogy and the, passing on the torch to the new ones?
Definitely. Which new ones? The prequel or The Force Awakens?
the Force Awakens.
Okay. I liked it. I was reading a thing, an article, I don't remember where it was yesterday, but it was talking about how Force Awakens is literally just A New Hope, but redone. And I was like, but it's good. So I don't have a problem with it. And I like how it parallels that.
Yeah, I mean, making the third Death Star could be a problem for some people, but it's not a bad movie that's a rehash if it's the same as A New Hope.
I mean, I thought it was great. Everybody else who saw it thought it was great. Yeah. So I don't have any problems with it.
Yeah, we liked it. It was good. We're looking forward to episode 8.
Can't wait.
Do you have any idea about episode 8? I have no plot. I can't even think about... Yeah, I can't even think about, any episode 8 things.
Yeah, because Rogue One is coming first, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll discuss that more.
Yeah.
So the second movie, we saw The Finest Hours in January, but...
We don't need to talk about that.
We don't need to talk about that. You don't need to see it. You can live your life without seeing it. But in February, we saw a new movie of its own kind, which was Deadpool. What did you have? What did you think about it?
Well, I was really looking forward to it because it was a Marvel movie outside of the MCU that, I don't know, it looked like it was going to be good. It was by Fox, right? And Fox usually screws up Marvel movies so bad.
Mm-hmm.
But I was looking forward to it because I was like, this looks funny. Like, this looks exciting. And we went and saw it, and I liked it. But when I left, I was kind of like, well, like...
Yeah, like, I think that was our own fault because we hyped it up to be the best superhero movie ever.
Yeah.
We talked about that every day for months. We were like, everyone, like, before we saw the movie, we were reading, like, spoiler-free reviews, and everyone was saying how funny it was, and we're like, this is the best thing ever. So I think that was our fault, just, like, because we were expecting the greatest movie ever. So, of course, like, our expectations are, like, not going to be met, but they were still, like, it was still a good movie.
Yeah.
It was fun.
I think we just set the bar too high.
Yeah, we set
going into it.
Yeah, but it was so funny, and I really liked the action.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Ryan Reynolds was a good Deadpool.
Yeah, he was so good, and if you know anything, like, behind the scenes of him trying to get this movie made, and even, like, the inside joke about when they're at Professor Xavier's school, and he makes a joke about the budget, like, that's just too good. Like, no other superhero movie does that. And
like,
it also
breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah, and it makes fun of the other movies, so it's just...
It was good.
It was good. And then, on a totally unrelated movie... Zootopia we saw this year.
Yeah.
It was good. Like, it was cute. It was cute.
We saw it with our friend Sydney.
Yeah.
Who will be
she'll be a frequent guest.
Yeah.
Because her movie taste is very different from ours. So it'll be interesting to see
her take on.
Yeah, her take on different things that we're going to make her watch. But we thought it was such, like, it was kind of a groundbreaking, like, plot because it was about racism.
It was totally about racism.
Which you don't expect from a Disney movie, and it wasn't. I mean, it's kind of hard to market that before, but no one knew that going in.
Yeah.
I even saw a panel for it at D23 in 2015, and I had no idea walking into the movie it was going to stand up for racism, and it really, like, can speak to a lot of people. So if you haven't seen that, you should see it. It's cute. It's a good one.
Oh, man.
We're looking at the show notes, and we just...
saw the next movie.
We saw the next movie, and now...
Oh, God.
Batman v Superman. Now, this is what I mean, if you liked it, that's
good
great.
For you.
Movies are subjective.
Yeah.
You can have your own opinion.
Yeah.
For me, I would call this a rough watch.
Yeah.
It's a little bit rough for me to watch. We were very excited, and speaking of our friend Sydney, when we were in the movie theater for Zootopia, a trailer for Batman v Superman...
It came on, and we were so hyped.
We were like, oh my god, that looks so good, like, get hype, and Sydney was like, that kind of looks bad, and we were like,
shut up.
Yeah, we were like, I don't know what you're talking about, like, that looks amazing, like, Batman and Superman fighting,
like what could be better?
Like, that's the best superhero movie ever. It was going to be the first time we saw both of them on screen.
Starting the DC cinematic universe, which had a chance before people saw the movie.
Yeah, it was this... Oh, okay. Let's just discuss... We didn't hate it completely. There was some good parts.
It wasn't great.
Yeah.
It could have been better if it wasn't directed by Zack Snyder.
He's not about the story. He's about
like, the visuals.
And Batman v Superman is a fun film to look at. It's a beautiful film.
It just does not flow.
And the plot, and there's so many side plots, and
it was too much for one movie. Like, Marvel, the thing that I like about their universe is that they've been building up to, like, the Avengers and then, like, Infinity Wars in a few years for, like, I don't know, like 6 or 7 years, and they've over, like, a span of movies. Like, there have been, like, what, like 8 movies?
Yeah.
That have, like...
Already, almost Civil War is going to be the 13th.
Yeah, and then here DC is trying to, like, fit all of that stuff into one movie. It was too much.
And just the plot itself, spoiler alert if you have not seen it, but it's okay, you don't need to.
Yeah.
The reason they end up, like, making up is because their moms have the same name, which for me,
it was stupid.
It doesn't seem like something that would
bring two people
together. It just was a weird, like, it was just weird, that transition from Batman wanting to kill Superman with every ounce, like, of just him. He just wants to kill him so bad. And then within a minute,
it's like, oh, your mom's name is Martha?
I'll go save her. And then I'm going to go tell your mom that I'm your friend.
She's not going to die tonight.
Yeah. It just was very weird. And, like, Lex Luthor in it, we didn't hate him as much as other people did, which is funny because we have so many opinions towards this movie. But I just think Jesse...
It was a weird take.
It was a weird take, and Jesse Eisenberg really just... He went a direction, and...
It didn't make sense.
It didn't work for a general audience.
No.
But it was better than Kevin Spacey. That's all I have to say. And then just, like, plot elements in it, like Wonder Woman opening the email from Bruce Wayne
to set up Justice League.
To set up Justice League, where the email is just weirdly written, like
a one line at a time, and she, like, scrolls down.
So slowly. Like, if that's anyone else, like, you're going to read that so quick, and you're going to, like, not open the email and just look at all the files and just... Like, in the files, they already had the logos of the superheroes who haven't even
Why would you spend time to make a logo for a metahuman that you want to kill?
Yeah, like, it was just...
Why?
It was weird, and just so many things. But how do you feel about the setup of Justice League? I know you have very strong feelings towards one of the members.
Oh, God. So, this year I started watching The Flash show, and I love it. Like, I just love The Flash. Like, he's probably one of my favorite superheroes, like, all Marvel characters aside, because he runs, and I'm a runner. And so I just am in love with him. And Grant Gustin, the character who plays him on the CW show, is just amazing. Like, I love him. He's so great. He's funny. He's fast. He's just a great Barry Allen, I feel like. And when I saw in Batman v Superman that Zack Snyder casted Ezra Miller as the Flash, I was like, what? Like, really? What? Because I was reading about it, and Zack Snyder says, and I quote from the article that I read, that he didn't cast Grant Gustin because he was too, like, funny. He was like, he didn't fit the character. And I was like, okay, but in the comics, it's canon that the Flash is, like, Barry Allen is the funny one. Like, he's sort of like a player. Like, he's just goofing around all the time. And Zack Snyder is trying too hard to be Christopher Nolan, like, dark Batman, that he's going to ruin it. He's going to ruin the character. He's going to make it way too dark,
and
not funny.
Stephen Amell, they're trying to cast Green Arrow into the universe, and Stephen Amell is, like, stopping them because he wants to portray him in the movies. And so, but it's also just confusing because I like how Marvel has it where the TV is connected to the movies.
Yeah.
But you don't have to watch the TV to get into the movies. With the shows on CW and Supergirl, like, it'd be nice if they were connected, so you wouldn't have two portrayals now.
Yeah, and I think Stephen Amell as Green Arrow and Grant Gustin, like I said, as Flash, are just perfect for the roles.
And Melissa Benoist is a good Supergirl.
Yeah, I haven't seen that show, but
she's good.
I'm sure she's fun.
Yeah, it's just weird that there needs to be someone controlling the DC universe because they don't have a Kevin Feige, like, who runs the whole, like, everything. They don't have that person.
They don't have the unity that Marvel does. And that's what makes Marvel great. Because united we stand, divided we fall.
We're very excited for Civil War.
Yeah.
So,
we'll talk more about it later.
Yeah, but just, we did not have very positive feelings towards Batman v Superman, but
especially because of Zack Snyder.
But we are looking forward to the R-rated cut or an extended version of it, because I would like to see where Zack Snyder was going with the whole thing, because
maybe
he
just deleted all the scenes that connect the movie together.
Yeah,
and it would have been more flowing.
It was just a weird plot. Yeah. But I know you didn't really feel that strongly toward Ben Affleck, but I thought he was fine. Like, he's a good Batman. I think Henry Cavill is a great Superman. He really embodies Superman. Yeah. It's just, he's given weird lines to say, a bad script.
Yeah.
So
he was barely in that movie.
Yeah. And so that was March 25th. And on April 15th, I saw Jungle Book. The graphics were really good. The plot was good. It was just the same, but it was not for kids. It was not for little kids, but it was just the music was fine. It was a good movie. It wasn't the best movie ever, but kudos to Jon Favreau for the visuals, because that kid had to react to nothing, and he made it look like he was in a jungle reacting with these animals. So it was really good. So to connect to present day now, this week we will be seeing Civil War,
Yes!
the Captain America movie. We are so excited.
We have had tickets since February, maybe even earlier. We've had them for months. We've been looking forward to this movie. This is what this whole year has been building up to.
We've been looking forward to it probably since Age of Ultron.
Yeah, literally.
Oh my God, we're so excited.
We can't wait.
The trailers have all looked so good, and they've copied Star Wars in the way that you know the plot, but you don't know the plot.
Yeah,
they haven't given anything away,
Yeah.
which is really good. And people that have seen the movie have said you don't know, you haven't seen anything yet.
But they are releasing clips of the movie, and me and Abby have been wearing blinders when we're on the internet. We cannot see anything because we don't want to have another Deadpool thing or Batman v Superman thing happen where we set the bar way too high and then be disappointed, which I doubt. Civil War is going to kick butt, so I highly doubt that even if we set the bar really high, we would be disappointed, but I just want it to be as amazing as humanly possible.
And it's going to be a historic film because it's going to be the first film, a Marvel film, that Marvel is running that will have Spider-Man.
Yes.
Its most popular character, with Tom Holland playing it.
Yes.
We already love him. We already love Tom Holland.
Haven't even seen the movie. We've seen, literally 2 seconds of him. He says 2 things, and
we're so excited.
And all the reviews that have come out about Civil War so far that have talked about Spider-Man have said that he's just so amazing, that he's the best Spider-Man that's ever happened, and so we love Tom Holland.
Yeah. So what do you think is going to happen in it? Because obviously Iron Man and Captain America are going to fight, but
I honestly don't know. I can't say definitively. I could say, I think someone's going to die, but I honestly, I could see it going either way. I have a feeling that, they might kill Captain America, but...
Because he dies in the comics.
Yeah. But then again, I don't know, because I feel it would be stupid to do that in a universe this big, where it's not just superhero fans, it's fans from all type of fans. So many people go to see this movie.
Do you think Rhodey's going to die, at least? Because he dies in the trailers.
He might. But is he in that scene at the end of the trailer? I can't remember. When they're, in the parking lot?
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think so.
He might die. Because there's blood coming out of his nose.
No one dies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe as if you watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
No one... However, just have seen any Thor movie ever. No one...
Yeah.
Loki never dies.
I think if someone dies, though, Crossbones is going to kill them. Because that's really shady that he's in the movie.
Yeah. That's what a lot of people are saying, that Crossbones will kill Captain America.
Yeah. Which I hope he doesn't die. Because he signed on for 2 more movies, but... Sebastian Stan has signed on for 9 more, so...
So, hopefully, fingers crossed, we are so excited. 5 days until we see it.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm so excited.
So, that'll be fun. Okay. So now we're going to get into the rest of 2016, all the movies that we're looking forward to, or not looking forward to, and just the summer schedule and the fall schedule, and all the way... to Rogue One.
Yeah.
The rest of the year. So,
movies you'll see us at.
Yeah. Hit us up at the movie theater. So, May 27th, we have 2 movies, X-Men Apocalypse and Alice Through the Looking Glass. Are you looking forward to either of those?
I don't really know anything about Alice Through the Looking Glass. I know you want to see it. You're going to drag me to it. Yeah. I'll come. X-Men Apocalypse, I'm looking forward to. I really like the... I don't know if you call them reboot, prequel X-Men movies. I think they're really well done. But I mean, I don't really know anything about this one. I've seen a few trailers. Oscar Isaac looks pretty good.
Yeah, I just when it's a prequel, I just have a problem with it. Yeah. Just because in this movie, Apocalypse he wants an apocalypse. He wants to kill the world. He wants to destroy it. But we know he's not going to succeed because
obviously the X-Men are still alive in,
Yeah.
like, the modern timeline.
So that's just like my only problem with it, but I'm sure the story, like, that's when you need the story to pull through
Yeah.
and be entertaining, even though you know they will succeed. So that's just my problem with it, but we'll be there. So
I'm sure it'll be good.
And then Alice Through the Looking Glass. Alice in Wonderland, the first one, it was good. It made a lot of money, but no one was asking for this. No one is gonna,
like, years later.
I don't think it'll make as much money it did in the U.S. at least. So I don't know. The plot looks like, I know Sacha Baron Cohen is playing time. It just looks weird, and it just didn't have the cultural impact that I think Maleficent and Cinderella will have. It started the trend of doing the live action, but it's not. You didn't need to go back to it. The first movie can stand on its own. So yeah, and so to add to another movie we're not feeling that good about, Warcraft.
So literally every single time we go to see a movie, which is, like, basically every weekend, because there have been some good movies coming out this year, there's been a Warcraft trailer, and I'm pretty sure I have the whole thing memorized. Like, as soon as, like, the trailer thing comes up, I'm like, Abby, this is Warcraft. And we're like, oh God, like, suffering through the next 2.5 minutes of this trailer. Because it's like, why?
It's not like they've played Civil War every time, but we would watch that a million times.
And there's been more than one Civil War trailer. So it changes.
I think they just added a new one, like, now that we say that. Oh, new Warcraft trailer.
Oh, really? Finally.
But it's not compelling, and I know it's based off a video game. We have not played that video game. It just doesn't look, the plot doesn't look that unique in itself that it may get people that don't know what it is to the theater.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know what it is, and it's not drawing us to it. It should stand alone instead of, you should know what this is because it's a video game.
I mean, exciting for the people who play Warcraft, I guess, but that's not us.
So that's and so that's coming out on June 10th, and the next week, 2 movies are coming out again, and the first one is Central Intelligence. It's Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Kevin Hart. I'm looking forward to this. I love The Rock. It looks funny. I think The Rock is an FBI agent, and he's bringing Kevin Hart along for the ride. It just looks funny. It doesn't look like it's going to be the best movie ever, but it'll be fun. And that same weekend, Finding Dory.
Everyone's excited for that one.
Yeah, the sequel to Finding Nemo. I was at a panel for D23 last year. I saw the panel. I saw Ellen DeGeneres, Ty Burrell, the girl from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and I'm forgetting her name, Caitlin Olsen, I think, and Andrew Stanton, the director of it. And I think the plot is going to be really good. I hope it's good because Pixar has not been too successful with its sequels so far. Like, Monsters University was fine. Toy Story that's the exception. Cars 2, no. Cars 2 is the only movie that I just can't watch it. It's just not fun. It's not the same. It doesn't have the same feel as the original. And so, but we're looking forward to it. Hopefully it's good. I love Ellen. It'll be fun. The next week is Independence Day Resurgence. I hope people see that, because I feel like Independence Day has a lot. It has a big cultural impact, and I hope people see it. I know Will Smith isn't in it, which could be a deal breaker for a lot of people.
Who's in it? Is it Michael B. Jordan?
No. Some kid is playing his son. I do not know his name. Liam Hemsworth. He's gonna be in it, and the guy from Jurassic Park, who I'm forgetting his name. But I think it'll be fun. We'll see it. Yeah. The aliens are better than ever. Yeah. They're stronger than last time. So they have a bigger ship. Yeah. And that same weekend, June 24th, The Shallows.
Yeah, with Blake Lively.
And it kind of has that, like, Martian castaway feel to it. Yeah. She's stranded on, like, a little rock, only 100
less feet from, like, the shore.
From the shore, but there's a shark
like a giant shark that's like chasing her because she was like surfing in like the secluded bay, and then it attacked her, and then she was trying to swim away, and she got stuck on this rock, and now the shark is like circling her.
And with our friend Sid, we'll see that movie with our friend. She hates sharks,
but also loves them.
So expect a full review.
Yeah.
A full talk about that movie.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can watch that for an hour and a half. I don't know what the actual, like, how long that will be of just her
sitting on a rock, like, screaming.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see if that's actually good, because Blake Lively is a good actress, but she doesn't...
Her movies aren't
good. Yeah, they're not... She doesn't have a lot of good choices, like Age of Adeline. No. Even though Harrison Ford was in that. But even he, like, he did good... Like, they had a good... They played their roles fine.
The story
was just like, I don't know. So, and then July 1st, we have 2 movies, and that's The BFG and Legend of Tarzan. BFG, it's a Disney movie, so I definitely will see it, but I just am not intrigued by the trailers yet. I don't know if I will be.
It looks like Matilda, and I don't like Matilda.
Yeah, because it's Roald Dahl.
Yeah.
So, I'm not... Hopefully Steven Spielberg blows us away, but
whatever.
Yeah, it'll be fine. And then on July 1st, again, Legend of Tarzan.
We're excited for that one.
I don't know if it'll be that well received by critics. It doesn't look like it will be.
It's Tarzan, but PG-13, I think.
Yeah, and it kind of has that Pan feel to it, where you can make or break this one.
I feel like it's going to be really dark.
Yeah, and he already has lived in the civilized world.
Yeah.
And he's coming back. Margot Robbie is going to be Jane.
That's exciting.
Samuel L. Jackson is going to be in it, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't remember what his role was, but it'll be interesting to see, because he does not make a lot of good choices either.
No.
Besides
Avengers, yeah.
MCU, even though he is a great actor.
Yeah.
And it actually has one of my favorite actors, Christoph Waltz. So.
Oh, yeah.
So hopefully it'll be good. And Alexander Skarsgård is going to be Tarzan.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully
like
it has a good cast, but going back to what we were saying, you can have a great cast, but if the story isn't there. So, yeah. And then the next week, July 8th, Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. I just showed Hailey the trailer. It looks pretty funny.
It looks funny, yeah.
It kind of has that Central Intelligence feel where it doesn't look like the best movie, but it'll make you laugh.
Yeah.
So, and then that same weekend, Ghostbusters.
I'm excited for it. I think it'll be interesting, but I know there's a lot of controversy surrounding it because it's all women. Like, people are probably like, oh, they're just trying to be feminist. But, I mean, I think it'll still be funny. I like Kate McKinnon. Who else is in it?
Leslie Jones. Kristen Wiig.
I love Kristen Wiig.
Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah. I think it'll be good.
And Chris Hemsworth.
Oh, yeah. He's the, like...
They haven't shown him a lot.
Yeah.
But I don't have a problem with them being all women, obviously, but I just don't... You feel more positive towards it than I do. I don't think it looks that original.
Yeah.
And just like it's not connected to the originals, but the trailer they first showed was 30 years ago for Scientists Save New York.
Yeah.
They made it seem like it was connected, but if it's not, then why would you do that? It just, I don't know. Like it didn't seem to be that originally funny from any other movie. It kind of had that Melissa McCarthy movie feel to it, where they might not be that good. So we'll see. You feel better towards it than I do. I am not really looking forward to that. Now here's a movie that the next movie we're going to talk about is Ice Age Collision Course.
It's like the 5th Ice Age or something.
Just quickly, I know you probably don't care about it.
We don't really either.
I've seen every one of them. The first one is the only good one. The only good one. It actually has like a Pixar kind of feel to it, where it's about the characters, not the jokes. And then the second one just goes off the rails. They just make money, and I hate when people just make a movie to make money when the plot is so insane. It's not even, like, relevant.
No.
So, that same weekend, there's actually 2 more movies on the weekend of July 22nd. Star Trek Beyond, and Jason Bourne.
So for Star Trek Beyond, I've seen the first 2 of this new Star Trek like reboot thing. I really like Chris Pine in it. I like the whole cast actually. I think the first one was great. The second one was good. I liked Benedict Cumberbatch in it. And then this one I think looks pretty good. I like how they're playing Sabotage in the trailer, but that's really all that I know about this movie so far.
J.J. Abrams too.
J.J. Abrams. Oh, J.J. Abrams is my queen.
And then Jason Bourne, those movies are all really good, except The Legacy, because Jeremy Renner, I just feel bad for him.
Hansel and Gretel.
Yeah, he's such a good actor, but he does not have the best movies.
No.
The Bourne Legacy was a rough watch. Yeah, it looks cool. I'm excited. They haven't really shown that much footage. A new trailer came out last week. It looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
So to the next week comes a movie we are so excited for.
Yes, Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I can't even put into words how excited I am. Hailey is excited because it's not Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
It's directed by David Ayer. Margot Robbie looks really good as Harley Quinn. She looks like she's gonna play do the character justice.
Yeah.
Abby
really likes Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
So
For the first portrayal in a movie of Harley Quinn, she looks really cool and she looks true to the character as much as you can be to a cartoon character. Yeah. Will Smith looks really good as Deadshot.
Mm-hmm.
Jared
Leto.
Now, do you like the the guy from Brokeback Mountain?
Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger.
I liked his portrayal of the Joker.
I mean, everyone did, I feel like.
Yeah, I don't know if they are going to be able to compare. Everyone's going to compare Jared Leto.
But it's stupid, because it's 2 different things. Jared Leto, knows, he said in interviews, he knows that he has to stand up to Heath Ledger's legacy, I guess. And, I think it's unfair to compare him, because Heath Ledger he took the character spot on, but Jared Leto might have a different take, so.
And no one's going to compare them to Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
Because, obviously,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not even going to go into that. But Cara Delevingne, she looks really good as the Enchantress. Mm-hmm. The cast looks really good with all their characters. I think they're all going to be a good fit. There's a lot of theories that she is the antagonist because you only see her. You never see her with the squad, and
she looks creepy.
Yeah, she's possessed by a witch, and you see her in the White House. So maybe she's messing some stuff up in there. Do you have any theories about what the plot is? Because we know the plot is actually them. They're sending these people out.
Yeah. So
that if they get killed, they get killed. They're criminals.
Yeah. I think it makes sense that Cara Delevingne would be the antagonist because she looks evil. Yeah. And I think in the scene where she's spelunking in the cave, I think she gets possessed.
Yeah, in that.
So yeah, I really like the rumored backstory that Margot Robbie was the Joker's nurse.
Yeah,
and then they fall in love.
Psychiatrist.
Psychiatrist.
That's the origin of Harley Quinn.
Oh, in the comics.
She started on the fun fact. She started on the Batman animated series and.
Oh,
there's been different adaptations,
but
that's the main one. She was the psychiatrist. Yeah. And then the Joker kind of turned her crazy.
Yeah. Well, I like that. I think that's cool.
And you can see her in the first Comic-Con look that she's a doctor. She has glasses. So she was normal at one point. Mm-hmm. And the trailers have all been on point.
Yeah, especially the Bohemian Rhapsody one. Yeah. The Blitz trailer.
Yeah, they've all been really good. So, yeah, that's probably the one I'm looking forward to most this summer.
Aside from Captain America, if that counts.
Yeah. It's Captain America, then Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
The next week is Pete's Dragon. I don't know. It has potential. It really looks similar to the Jungle Book, and it's adding to that trend of live action. There's no excitement for this movie. I feel, and it's coming out in 4 months, so maybe when we get closer, but I don't know what kind of audience it's going to attract because the adults will bring their kids that will know the original, but it doesn't look it kind of has that Jungle Book feel where it doesn't look like your kid will be able to handle this. Yeah. It kind of looks intense for little kids, so I don't know. That same weekend is Sausage Party, which looks so funny. Yeah. Seth Rogen led comedy. It is a spoof of Disney and Pixar movies. Yeah. It looks really funny.
I think it looks funny.
I saw the trailer. The trailer's so good.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even that revealing of, like, obviously the plot is that they're food.
Yeah.
But it looks really good.
Yeah.
And so skipping to a month later, September 16th, is Snowden, starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt. It looks really exciting.
I think so. The trailer came out, like, yesterday, the first trailer came out a few days ago, and we watched it, and I think it looks good.
I think Joseph Gordon-Levitt's it's gonna be a good role for him. Because
he's definitely, like, he has, like, the voice, like, he's definitely into the character.
Yeah, Shailene Woodley is playing his girlfriend in it, or his wife, I'm not really sure. I'm excited for her to have a role that will probably get a lot of critical acclaim, because she's a really talented actress, but she's good in Divergent, but those movies are not.
No.
They're getting worse and worse every time.
Just like the books.
Yeah, so it's just, I'm happy for her. And the movie looks really good. The next week, Magnificent 7. Denzel Washington, Ethan Hawke, Chris Pratt. It looks really good. I love Westerns. It looks like a fun movie.
I just saw the trailer today. Abby showed it to me because our friend Sydney, who we've been talking about, she was the one who actually showed Abby the trailer and really wants to go see it. So we don't really know much about it, but we like Chris Pratt and Denzel.
And it's a remake of a movie called Magnificent 7, I'm pretty sure. So it'll be fun.
Yeah.
October 7th.
So on October 7th, Girl on the Train comes out. I read the book, and it was really good. It's kind of crazy. It's like it has a Gone Girl feel to it.
Yeah.
We just watched the trailer.
Emily Blunt.
Yeah, she's awesome. I don't know who else is in it.
It's going to be like a psychological thriller.
Yeah, type movie, but it looks good. I think we're going to try to go see that.
November 4th, Doctor Strange. Marvel Cinematic Universe, we've already expressed how we feel about that universe.
Yeah.
This is a property that we don't know a lot about.
The teaser just came out. It doesn't really make a lot of sense.
To us, it made a lot of sense to, like, people that know the comics.
Yeah.
And this is a pretty unpopular superhero, I think. Like, he's not unpopular. He's just not as popular as maybe Spider-Man.
But I kind of like how Marvel does that, like, with Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, they take sort of, like, more...
And like Jessica Jones too.
Yeah, Jessica Jones, all the the Defenders that's coming out.
Yeah, we're excited for this movie just because we don't know a lot about it and we like Benedict Cumberbatch. It looks fun. A lot of people have a problem with Tilda Swinton as the Ancient One.
I don't really care
because it's an Asian man, but I think they're gonna portray that more as like she's not a man, she's not a woman. She's just a being. Yeah. Because it's going to be, like, mystical, and I think it looks really good. I think Benedict Cumberbatch is a good person to play that. And it will bring the Marvel Cinematic Universe more magic to set up for Infinity War. So that'll be really cool. And then the next week, or not the next week, 2 weeks later, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, the Harry Potter spin-off. Yeah. The first... I didn't even think they were ever going to touch this universe, but it makes sense.
Yeah. I think it's very exciting, especially since J.K. Rowling is, like, she has such a creative team.
Yeah.
She wrote it.
She wrote it, right? Yeah. Or
like, the story.
Yeah.
The book is, like, a handbook. Like, it's not like a story.
It's just mentioned, like, I think Hermione, like, studies it.
Yeah.
It looks really good. I was kind of lukewarm to it before, but when I saw the trailer in the theater before I saw Jungle Book, it looks really good on screen, and I think Eddie Redmayne is going to be such a good Newt Scamander. Yeah. It's going to be so good. Yeah. I think that's going to be a trilogy. I think it'll be a good addition, but I think it'll be a good movie to stand on its own.
It's completely separate too. Like
it takes place. Yeah. It's a prequel. It takes place like 80 years before. So, yeah. Do you think there will be any Harry Potter characters in it? They mentioned Albus Dumbledore. They mentioned Dumbledore,
yeah. Maybe McGonagall.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe young,
Hagrid.
Young Hagrid and young Harry's parents. Is that too young?
No, that's like I think this is like either the 10s or like the 30s, like New York. So I don't think they would be even alive.
Yeah.
Maybe Tom Riddle, but he's not like Voldemort, but
Yeah.
he's not even relevant yet.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Maybe.
But there will be at least some connections. They already
Yeah.
mentioned Albus Dumbledore.
And they already have a huge following from Harry Potter.
Yeah, so that'll make a ton of money.
Yeah.
Moana, November 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
That's starring Dwayne The Rock Johnson, and it just looks really good. I saw the panel for it at D23. The animation looks amazing. It's going to be so vibrant, and it's going to bring a Polynesian type to it that we haven't ever seen before with like a lot of movies anyway. And I think it'll be really unique. It's going to be a musical. The people, Ron Clements and John Musker, who directed The Little Mermaid, are directing this, so they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I think it'll be really good. I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
You don't know that much about it.
There's no trailer yet, right?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So that leads us to the last movie
The build-up.
of 2016. And that is Rogue One.
Yes. A Star Wars story.
Yeah. Felicity Jones looks really good as Jyn Erso is the character's name. And she is faced with the task of
Destroying the Death Star.
No, that's every
Yeah.
that's every Star Wars
Yeah.
movie. But she has to get the plans for the Death Star
To destroy it.
to destroy.
Okay.
I think,
I got it now.
Yeah, and it's mentioned by Darth Vader in A New Hope. The Mon Mothma, who's in Return of the Jedi, they are so fun fact. Most of you will probably already know this, but she is in Return of the Jedi, and then they were going to have an actress play her in Revenge of the Sith, and then they deleted that scene, but that same actress is playing her in Rogue One. So I think that's cool that she looks like her and she still gets to be her, because she got cut out of a Star Wars movie, and now she gets to be in a probably even better one. Already it's better than Episode 3. But I think it'll be a different kind of movie, too.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
It'll be this is the first time we're not focused on a Skywalker, unless you count Force Awakens. If you think Rey's not a Skywalker, but I'm so excited for this just because it's gonna be unique, and it's gonna be a war film too.
Yeah,
and we're gonna see
young Han Solo, right?
No, young Han Solo.
Oh no,
maybe a cameo, right?
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
because they were trying to cast him.
Yeah, but his movie's 2018, which we'll talk about. But yeah, it looks really like it just looks different. And I think that's something that like we never thought would ever be possible with Star Wars. So thanks, Disney. Do you have any like ideas towards it? Because the cast looks kind of like looks like a game film almost.
Yeah,
like, you're kind of you're not following the Chosen One or Luke Skywalker. You're following like robbers and like gang members almost, and you're not probably going to see any lightsabers.
Yeah.
Unless we see Darth Vader, which hopefully we do.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. So that was our first podcast. It might have been a little rough. We don't know. That was movies that we're looking forward to and have already seen and liked or disliked. So follow me, Absters21, on Instagram and Twitter.
You can follow me at HailHan on Instagram, and I don't know what my Twitter is.
I think it's Hailey Hansen 16.
Hailey Hansen 16 on Twitter.
And follow Blockbuster Podcast at Blockbuster Pod on Twitter, and be sure to rate and review this on iTunes or SoundCloud or YouTube. Thanks for listening. If you made it this far, congratulations. This was probably a little rough to listen to. We're just going to improve and get used to the idea of podcasting. And we just want to talk movies.
Yeah, so hit us up next weekend where we will do a full review of Captain America Civil War after we've seen it.
Yeah.
Real excited for that. So, yeah.
Thanks for listening.